Hello and welcome everybody, it's Voidstride here and thank you for joining me. So today I'm going to be giving a quick tutorial on how to build a 3x3 redstone door. It does have a hole in it, but yeah, this is one of my favorite doors. It's incredibly quick and easy to build, and it works pretty damn well. I find I can quite often run through here without having to hold down the sprint button. Start sprinting again. Whoops, screwed that one up. There you go. So this is in the bottom of my house on the server I run, and it's so that if I need to get somewhere quickly I can just run in, grab a horse, and then and then if the gates work, here we go, I can get out again quite quickly and be on my way. Anyway, so I'm gonna hop over to a creative world and we'll get that built. Okay, so we're now in a creative world. I found a nice cliff to do this in. So basically what you're going to want to do is, I like to do it sort of where you make your entrance. My whole house is basically tunnels, so that's pretty easy for me to know where that is. Then you want to go sort of 2 blocks away from it, because remember it has to pull the blocks back to that point. So you don't want to like have it be extended closed. So you don't want to build a closed door, because then they'll actually they won't work. So you want to sort of build it like so. I like to put 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and just 1 on each side. You could of course do 3 on each side and just 1 on the top and 1 on the bottom. It's really up to you. Anyway, so plus as you can see, sorry, if I'm going a little bit fast, I have just mined 2 blocks up from sort of where the door is going to be, and then I've placed pistons. They have to be sticky pistons because they're going to retract as well. And then I'm going to place quartz blocks on them. I just quite like quartz. You can build it out of whatever you want. Then in the middle I'm going to go again 2 blocks away and place that like so. So now you can see we've got our door. I'm going to place quartz blocks there and there, just so that it looks like the whole, like a proper door when it's closed. Although these blocks here won't actually move, because these ones come down, they'll cover these blocks, this one will come out, these 2 there will come out, and those ones will go up. So you don't need 12 pistons, because we're not putting them on all sides, you only need 8, as you can see over here. Now I have a habit of building this different every time I do it. So if you deviate a tiny bit from the tutorial, that's fine. Anyway, I like to build on wool. Anyway, so if you're placing it on anything, just do that 2 blocks below the pistons again. Or if you're not, just place torches below the pistons. So you can see now these are powered, they're all coming up. I also like to get my pressure plates in quite early, so I'm going to be using stone pressure plates. You can put these further away, that is absolutely fine. In some ways it actually makes it easier, but I like to put them closer. Now putting them right here doesn't really work at all, so you always have to have them, I find, 1 block back. Then I run a wire below them, and to turn off these you're going to want a redstone repeater and 2 redstone. You can of course do it the other way around like this, but that costs more redstone, so I like to do it like that, because that saves redstone. Now to power this, and you want to link them all up like that, the reason we can't have all redstone along the front is because then it would look like that and it would be a line and there'd be a problem, so that's why we have to use the repeater. Now to power this you're going to need to dig, sort of dig a little thing. I'm not building on wool like I normally do. Apologies for this. Okay. So to do this you're gonna need to run a little thing, little wire, and it's just sort of a step like that. Goes out of the middle and just comes around. Can of course go down the sides and go to the middle, whatever you want. I'm just doing it like this, and now I'm gonna place a redstone there. So now when I stand on these, it powers all those torches, so they turn off, and the blocks retract. So you can see we've already got the bottom of it done. Now, let's move on to the two side pistons. So, sorry about it being dark. Oops. Options, video settings. Warm bright. Okay. Times. Oops. Why is tab not working? Oh, okay. This is apparently not a creative world. Times a day. Okay. Brilliant. Sorry. So now we've got the bottom working. Let's get to these side pistons. Now one of them you can actually have a direct torch thing going up to, so it should be powered at the moment. So we're going to have to do something like this. I'm just clearing out a tiny bit of land so that I can see what I'm doing down here. Whoops. So we've got redstone running from there now to this one, so it'll turn that off, which will turn this one on, which will turn this one off, which will retract the piston, or should retract the piston, like so. Now on the other side we have to do it slightly different, very similar but slightly different, because we can't draw a current too easily from that kind of setup. Actually, no, for the sake of this tutorial I'm going to make it do basically that, but I will just go around and draw from the side, which is doable. So again, torch tower thing, whoops. Make sure to place them on the blocks, otherwise it's not going to work. Place. Hope you guys can keep up with what I'm doing here. You can see I've just built torch tower, and again connected it up like so. For this one on the side I did something slightly different. Okay, there we go. Now it's exactly the same. You can run it one block further back. It's just slightly more redstone, I believe. Yep. So anyway, so this will make this be powered, but when you stand on it, it's going to go off. So now the door's almost done, we just need to do those top few pistons over there. So to do this, we're going to take a wire out of there, and we might end up coming out of the cliff a tiny bit. And I need to turn this thing back on itself. Okay, so you can see I'm just sort of making a trail from the on torch here. It should be on when nothing's standing on the pressure plate. So you could also run it from the lower down one all the way down there, which is on, but this one's closer, so it saves redstone again. And then you want to find the top pistons, which are along here. And it's sort of your choice how you power these. You can run redstone along the top of them, or you can run it along the side of them. It's up to you. I'm going to run it along the side, like this. Bomb. And that powers all of those. And now they're all pushed down. So you can see, it's basically a functioning door. Although you're of course going to need to add a tiny little bit on the other side. To actually make it so you can open it from two sides. And I would also like to add, by the way, that you can replace this push plate setup with a button. So, you know, or on the wall if you wanted, you could. It basically just needs to power. Get this line here powered. If you were to put a button, you could put it in the middle, because you don't need to power those two, and you could remove those two if you're using a button in the middle. But anyway, so as I said, we're gonna need to add, of course, pressure plates on the side, like so. Get some wool going under here, and this is really simple. These just need to link up to this line over here, which the easiest way will be. What will be the easiest way? Okay, like this. That needs to go down one. Jump. dirt, and then repeater. Sorry. So what you can see, as you can see, what I've done is I've got it so when this is powered, it'll connect up to the rest. And I've done this by having the redstone line go down. It hits this repeater, which turns off this torch and makes this piston up there that you can't quite see retract. And it comes along here and it makes all these retract, and then it comes along to here and makes this one here retract. So let's just sort of close up this area a little bit, and I'll show you the finished product. Yep, I'll just give this a quick polish up. Okay, so as you can see, we've managed to build a door in this rock face. Very simple. I've covered up all the redstone over here. It's quite cheap to do. Few pistons, couple of repeaters, some redstone dust. But overall, I really like the effect. It opens nice and fast. You do have the hole in the middle, but I personally like that. You can place like a floating block, except then it does that. It's really up to you. But yeah, I find that this door is sort of trumps 3x3s that are solid because it's quicker to open and far easier to build. So anyway, if you like this video, guys, please comment below and actually like the video. And I'll see you in the next one, I guess. Bye bye.